With this 4-2 Supreme Court ruling, Arizona becomes the 17th state in this country to virtually outlaw abortion. As you just heard, anyone who aids in a person getting an abortion faces prison time. That, of course, includes doctors. And for that perspective, we're joined now by Dr. Jill Gibson, Chief Medical Director at Planned Parenthood. Dr. Gibson, thank you so much for joining us. We understand you were in clinic with patients today as that decision came down. Curious to know what your experience was like as you were talking with those patients.
Yes, it's really been reminiscent of the days in the immediate aftermath of the Dobbs decision when we were first forced to turn away patients at our front window who were here seeking abortion services. Today, I'm having patients calling in asking if our doors are still open, asking if they can still access the health care that we guaranteed that we would provide for them. Patients are sitting in our waiting room and they're reading the news media. And when they come into my office and I'm explaining to them the abortion procedure, they just have questions about how this could possibly be that legislators and politicians are determining whether or not they can have this healthcare procedure.
When does this abortion ban go into effect?
We're still digesting the recent news, and we're certainly having our legal teams review for all angles. What I can say is that Planned Parenthood is committed to providing abortion in the state of Arizona every last moment that it is legally feasible, and we will continue to keep our doors open for all the other sexual and reproductive health care services that we offer forever.
In your experience, what impact does criminalizing abortion have?
Well, it certainly contributes to the ongoing stigma associated around abortion care. We know that this is essential healthcare services that should be treated the same way that all other healthcare services are. But what I can say is from my own personal experience providing in the aftermath of the Dobbs decision is that when you take a safe and effective medical therapy that has been the law of the land and precedented healthcare for over 50 years, and you make it a criminal act, you will absolutely dissuade physicians from wanting to participate in that service. And that will have longstanding repercussions. Obstetrician gynecology residents won't want to come to Arizona to train in this if they can't get the full scope of the care that they need to be able to provide for patients.
How about for you in particular?
So, I have oaths to my patients that I will uphold. I also have oaths and responsibilities to my family. So I plan to follow the law. But what I can say is that I will absolutely never stop fighting until we can restore the right to bodily autonomy in this state and across our country. I have sat with thousands of women, and I never ask anyone to justify the reason for their abortion, but so many patients tell me why they absolutely need to have an abortion, why they cannot be pregnant. And to restrict patients from exercising that basic human right is absolutely unacceptable, and it's cruel.
Would you describe your reaction today?
I'm heartbroken and I'm outraged. This feels a lot like the days after the Dobbs decision, and I have to say that I thought we had moved beyond that. I thought that, we know that this is essential healthcare service, and so I feel absolutely heartbroken for the citizens of this state.
It's unclear just how long abortions will be available in the state. I'm curious to know, the Supreme Court has said 14 days. How are you advising your patients?
So we anticipate that will be the time that it will take for the issue to mandate to the lower court. And then due to similar litigation that's ongoing, we anticipate that we will have an additional 45 days. Again, we will be digging through this with a fine-tooth comb. Unfortunately, healthcare is now dictated by legalese, and rather than paying attention to the nuance of actual patients and the decisions that are right for themselves and their families, we have to resort to legal counsel. And so we will be seeking that legal counsel to ensure that we can provide safe and effective healthcare under this new law.
Dr. Jill Gibson, so appreciate your perspective and insight. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.